A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant move, the Trump administration has issued new guidelines that allow federal workers to openly express their religious beliefs in the workplace. The memo, released by the Office of Personnel Management, outlines a series of permissions for federal employees, including the ability to discuss their faith with colleagues, display religious items at their desks, and even pray in groups during breaks. This policy comes as part of the administration's broader agenda to promote religious faith and combat perceived anti-Christian bias within government institutions. The memo specifies that while employees are encouraged to engage in discussions about their beliefs, they must also respect the wishes of colleagues who may not wish to participate. During a break, an employee may engage another in polite discussion of why his faith is correct and why the non-adherent should rethink his religious beliefs, the memo states. However, it adds, if the non-adherent requests such attempts to stop, the employee should honor the request. This new guidance has sparked a variety of reactions. Proponents argue that it protects the rights of individuals to express their faith freely, while critics raise concerns about the potential for coercion and the impact on workplace dynamics. Under these new rules, federal employees are also allowed to keep holy books or religious symbols at their desks, wear clothing with religious messages, and invite colleagues to religious services via personal bulletin boards. The administration's push for these changes is reflective of President Trump's strong support from evangelical communities and his commitment to religious liberty. Trump has previously stated that protecting religious rights is a priority for his administration, and this latest policy reinforces that stance. The guidance follows a series of actions taken by Trump to address what he perceives as growing anti-Christian sentiment in various sectors, including higher education. In the wake of the memo's release, Trump has been vocal about his commitment to defending religious liberties, citing instances of individuals facing backlash for their beliefs. One notable case he referenced involved Paulette Harlow, who was arrested for praying outside an abortion clinic. Trump pardoned Harlow, emphasizing his administration's dedication to supporting those who express their faith publicly. The implications of this new policy extend beyond mere workplace discussions. The administration has made it clear that it intends to challenge what it sees as a culture of discrimination against religious expression, particularly in academic institutions. In recent months, the White House has accused major universities of fostering an environment that tolerates anti-Semitism and marginalizes religious viewpoints during protests related to the Israel-Hamas conflict. As part of its broader strategy, the Trump administration is pushing for reforms that include ending diversity hiring practices and conducting audits to ensure viewpoint diversity among faculty and students. These initiatives aim to create an environment where religious beliefs, particularly conservative Christian views, are represented and respected. However, the administration's approach has not come without controversy. Critics argue that the policies could lead to a divisive atmosphere within federal workplaces and universities, where individuals may feel pressured to conform to the religious beliefs of their colleagues. The potential for workplace harassment or discrimination based on religious discussions raises concerns about maintaining a professional and inclusive environment. Moreover, the administration's stance on immigration has faced backlash from religious organizations, particularly those within the Catholic Church. Faith-based agencies play a crucial role in refugee resettlement efforts, and many church leaders have criticized Trump's immigration policies as being at odds with the tenets of compassion and support for the vulnerable. As the Trump administration continues to navigate these complex issues, the new guidelines on religious expression for federal employees represent a significant shift in policy. The administration's commitment to promoting faith and addressing perceived biases will likely remain a focal point as it approaches the upcoming election cycle. In conclusion, the Trump administration's recent memo allows federal employees to express their religious beliefs more freely in the workplace, a move that aligns with the president's broader agenda to champion religious liberties. While supporters view this as a victory for religious expression, critics warn of the potential for workplace tensions and discrimination. As the political landscape evolves, the impact of these policies on federal workers and the wider community remains to be seen. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, So hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.